my name is Hugo Valdez from Group D, the Driven Motor Company, and I'm going to be talking about question 3 and 4, which is the key strategic movement that the company make to fail and the important lesson that we learn from this simulation experience. Well, in question 3, the key strategic movements that lead our company to fail was involved in the product development. We developed new products in every segment available. We did not do properly the minor and major upgrades in all 5 developing centers. The consumer marketing, I'm going to talk about the corporate advertising, the budget variation, and training. That was another key movement. The sales forecasted inventory, we were hoping to sell more vehicles, and that did not happen as we planned, so that affected us by increasing inventory. The distribution. At the beginning of this simulation, the company was the one with more dealerships compared to the competition. Even though we opened new dealerships in several initial segments at the beginning of the simulation, which also affect us. And also the manufacturing capacity. The manufacturing capacity will make the company too big too soon for only 3 vehicles. We were not using it at full capacity, and we still spend money on that. I'm going to talk about the sources of cash, because as the cash flow started going down, we're starting to try to get money from other places. We started selling bonds, repurchasing stock. I'm also going to be talking about the debt, the short-term and the long-term debt that we acquired. And also the key strategic movement that we made was the rivalry among the existing firms. And by that mean that we focus more in them and less of us. So that was one of the movements. Also, I would say that the company, the Driven Motor Company, has a strategic type of perspective, because we were more worried about product innovation and opportunities of business. So what are the important lessons that we learned from this simulation? Well, we should focus on the main products, which were the Delphi Family Vehicle Class, the D-Line Economic Vehicle Class, the Tonka Truck Vehicle Class, which, by the way, those market segments are the ones that sell more in compared to the other ones. But the profits was less compared to other market segments. So that's why we try to get into new market segments. So we also invest poorly at the beginning in corporate marketing and training, and we focus more in trying to develop the best vehicle at the lowest price. And that does not equal to sell more than the competition. So even though the company has the highest firm share as value seekers, family and singles, and the second highest in high income and enterprise, that does not guarantee the financial success of the company. So, like I mentioned, having more dealerships compared to the competition does not mean that we're going to sell more. And also, like I mentioned, the company was too big at the beginning with only 3 products. So if we add all those factors, that cost us money, and that make us to start having struggles financially. So we try to look for a solution for that. So what do? We try to increase the cash flow by getting money from whatever place is possible. And one of the options was to decrease the manufacturing capacity. mainly because of the financial problems, like I mentioned. But this was a bad choice because we did not take into consideration that at the time that we make that decision, we already have too many products on the market, and that incur in an overcapacity charges which affect us even more. So like I also mentioned in the previous slides, we try to make money too fast, too soon. Why or how? We initially repurchase stock and then try to resell it. What happened here is that the stock prices decrease gradually from one period to the following. So we end up buying it at high cost, high price, and sell it at lower price. So each time that we did that, we lose money. So that was a bad decision. Also, like I mentioned, we were already having financial problems since period 3 or 4. So what do? We try to issue new stock. And also try to pay the short-term debt that we did not pay attention initially. And we do one of the choices that we took is to get a long-term debt with a lower interest rate to repay the short-term debt. But even though we did that, we did not have money enough because the debt it was too high. So the firm was focusing mainly on winning other market segments such as the luxury, the sports, the minivans, the electric, the utility vehicle classes, and we were unsuccessful in each category. So at the end, the initial products that we had were the ones that sell more. And by that I mean that the family car, the economic, and the trucks classes were the ones that were making more profits compared to the new products. So like I mentioned, we failed to penetrate the market segment as soon as possible. That was the initial strategy of this company. We launched the dangerous sport car because we noticed that in the sport classes vehicles there was a highest profit. So that's why we choose to do that. We also noticed that in the luxury class vehicle it was a high profit. So that's why we launched the De Lujo. But the De Lujo especially will make us lose money every single period that it was on the market. The electric, which was the AEBD class, this vehicle, we were the first company to launch it, so we thought that we're going to be in the market and be innovative and sell a lot. In fact, we initially started losing money on those vehicles, and we also launched the Destroyer minivan class and the Saudi utility class. They also did not sell that much. We never reached the percentage of sales that we were expecting. And in conclusion, I would say that the firm wasted a lot of money in developing new products, new technology, marketing campaign for each new vehicle we launch. That increased the cost of goods sold and also decreased the gross margin, which resulted in net cumulative income negative and a decrease in the stock price and the total share revenue of minus 19.8. So thank you so much.